Greetings, everyone. I am Lotus Prince.
I'm VyseTheBold.
And I'm PyroJackFrost.
And for this Let's Play, we are going to tackle the first Golden Axe. We already did Revenge of Death Adder as our first impression of the series, but in fact, that was the second game in the series. We're going to be tackling the first one on the arcade, where it all began. It's quite entertaining, too.
We massively apologize for doing it out of order. We know that you guys were spoiled on the story.
Yeah, turns out Death Adder survives at the end of this game. Son of a...
It turns out
I didn't
we
know.
beat up all the guys, and then we had to beat them all up again.
Like that said, this is a beat-em-up just like the second game was, but you're going to find the level design is very different, the enemy designs are very different, and even the magic mechanics are very different, along with even the characters. So Death Adder might have gotten as revenge, or at least attempted to, but not on the characters we're playing as in this game. We had a whole different cast the second time around.
We also might emphasize that we are playing the arcade version of the game, which has a different ending than the Genesis version of the game, which most of you have probably played over the arcade version. And it looks better, has better sound, and has kind of a different way it approaches the last boss.
Yeah, basically the arcade is better in every way, with the single exception of the fact that the Genesis version has an additional level after the boss of this particular version of the game. But you're getting the ideal experience here, and I'll showcase the Genesis version's ending after the fact. So, as was the case, PyroJackFrost, like, you don't really have experience with the Golden Axe series except for the second game.
Yep.
So, this is, I think you're going to find this one very entertaining. It's not
I hope
as...
so.
It's not
I
as
found the other one entertaining, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not as in-depth with the magic as the other game was, but you're going to see the magic spells get over the top in this one. It gets freaking amazing.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like with all beat-em-ups, the most important thing is style and playability. So, like, it has style in spades, especially for the time period in which it was made in.
That was fantastic.
You know, usually the medieval setting isn't nearly as cool as, like, the sci-fi setting for a lot of these things, but it's actually quite good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's take a look at just how awesome this game was and why it spawned so many sequels. You gotta make them off of something good, and this was a fantastic way to start the series. Let's go crazy.
Winners don't
use drugs. Takes me back, man. It was on every arcade machine ever.
Every arcade machine.
Yeah, and look at that kanji.
You got the sword, the axe, and the... I guess it is a hammer, even though
Or
they
a
don't use one.
tomahawk.
It's a hammer.
I mean, some of the enemies use hammers, I guess.
Like the hammer
Yeah.
enemy.
Yeah, the big guy. I call Tyra Slayer.
I am Axe Battler.
So there's... We walk in just as he gets brutalized. His Majesty the Prince has been taken by Death Adder. Revenge them for me?
Alex.
Brutal. Alright, moving along. One important thing about this game, by the way, you're gonna find is you can dash. It's useful for getting out of enemy attacks, and it's very useful for charge attacking them. You only get the one shot in when you hit them, but it's crucial when it comes to, like, boss fights. Oh, alright, I'll take it. Yeah, you're gonna notice that you're a much better warrior than I am, but I have the larger magic meter, and that's gonna pay off later. And you got that, like, altered beast enemy just as your ride. I love
so
that.
Big compared to it. I'm surprised I don't crush it.
Yeah, it really looks like you should.
You're like hunched over on it too. It looks
Yeah, you're gigantic.
It doesn't look like a very. It's like you're riding your dog or something.
Yeah. Oh jeez. I'll save you. Take that. Some sure. Oh yeah, I guess I'll take one of these. Whoa, I gotta say the graphics and animations are way better on this than the Genesis version. These guys go down easily, what the hell?
Also, the beasts do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but 3 hits, are you kidding me? Increase your powers. More like get them back. Although, yes, I will increase. Oh, this music's iconic. Even, I gotta say, even Beast Rider, the crappy game, used this whenever these guys would show up. I was very happy to hear that. Oh, now we have even magic.
Yeah, I think that we got back what we lost.
Yeah, but...
This is so iconic for me when I was a kid, just like watching.
Death equals Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through Turtle Village.
Turtle Village.
Works for me.
I wonder if we'll see turtles.
In math class, I tried writing down Death equals Adder, and my teacher just didn't get it. Even though I was clearly right.
Death does equal Adder, I saw it.
That's what Sega taught.
Strategy!
Strategy.
Oh god. Brutal. The enemy screams are so rough in this game.
Yeah, like, the voice samples are a lot clearer in this version as well.
I'll say the screams themselves are more over the top in this version, but what little you do get sounds more brutal in the Genesis version. Just because it's all, like, weird feedback. Oh, time to knock him off the cliff. And see enemies can dash
It's not
back.
as good as Grand Upper!
Or, Wise from your grave. I'm still alive.
Oh, I missed.
I ribbon.
That's so
Wow.
Yeah, that guy really... Like, a man actually died.
I love how you're, like, saving hobbits or something.
Yeah.
Like they're clearly smaller people than...
Or they're just kids. Like, all the people are...
Like,
all the
everybody's
villages-
a kid.
It's a village of children. It's like some creepy dystopian future, even though it's the
Take
past.
advantage
Like,
of, like...
we rescued the Lord of the Fly kids.
Oh god.
Oh, and then they went back to a war.
Yeah.
But I like how it's like kind of taking advantage of like I guess it's grabbing inspiration from Willow at the time.
Oh, well, wow.
Because that's like the only
yeah, I
movie
can
that
see
I
that.
can think of.
I can see that.
Listen to the little, like, chittering laughs.
Tee.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. I'll save you.
Yeah, and you'll notice that a lot of the villagers like there's a lot more like of the villagers in this game than
Yeah.
in previous games.
Damn, you wrecked him.
And in like the Genesis version.
Hey, if you want a dragon, now's your chance. Because if you wait, they will get up and run away.
Yeah, I know.
The skeletons, I hate the skeletons. They're really good at counterattacks, and they have a nasty dash and jump.
It's just like that game Beast Rider.
Yeah. Wow, did that inspire this game? Oh, we keep the oh, no. That's another thing the Genesis version did not do, is take the dragons with you. Also, get the green elf. Yeah, there you go.
Green Elf.
Yes.
Green elf, yes.
Yeah, they give you all
Eats
that.
the cat.
Oh, look, wait,
Eats the cat.
wait, don't touch the magic anymore. You have full. I mean, hit the elf if you want, but
Okay.
like, yeah, I need that.
I need that.
Yeah. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. Hey, there it is. The
Okay.
turtle takes us south, across the sea. See the
That's
turtle,
convenient.
his enormous girth. On his back, he holds the earth. Huh? Anybody?
I'm turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
That wasn't what I was referencing, and now I hate you.
Of course, the only thing you reference is Master of Disguise.
Pistachio Disguisey is your main character. Oh, get that dragon. He shoots actual fireballs. It's way better.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Great balls of fire.
I'll take that blue one.
I blew myself.
Yeah, well. Also...
I actually like the tail one the best.
It's
Really?
faster. It's
Yeah, it's the
faster.
quickest.
And it does.
I like the red dragon. Actually, oh, can I...
The other ones are cooler, but as far as combat goes, the whipping tail one is a
It is
lot
pretty
quicker.
I
sick.
agree.
Bruh!
See?
I'm a vampire.
Yeah. So yeah, one thing about this game, we haven't
2, 3.
we haven't used the magic yet, but when you use it, you use all of it. So you want to be a lot more careful with your magic use in this game than with Revenge of Death Adder. Also, thank you. Your full magic is pretty awesome.
Look at that eyeball moving.
Yeah.
Be
Dash
careful here.
jump.
Now,
Nice.
it doesn't make much of a difference, but your full
I barely
magic.
made it.
Yeah, your full magic is quite good. The dwarfs, like Gilius's, is mediocre. Tyrus, as you're gonna see, is freaking insane, but I'm gonna save that for later.
I like how that turtle seems like it's on your side, like he's
Yeah.
where you wanted to go.
By the way, unlike... Oh no. Well, unlike Revenge of Death Adder, when you put in another set of coins, you do not get all your magic back, as far as I know, so that's why I'm being careful with my use, because we were very liberal with it in Revenge of Death Adder. Oh, is this my chance? Blah. Perfect. Alright, we're ready to go.
What are you missing, Kika?
That death scream is so rough.
I feel kind of bad for you guys, actually.
I love this guy.
If you're not on a mount, those guys are the knights are horrible to fight. Their reach is insane, and they take off like a full bar of your health per hit. It's out of control. Ugh, and the dragon really is slow at swinging. I think this...
You're right, they are very, very...
Oh man, use your magic.
Nope.
Should I use mine?
You can if you want, but I'm holding off. Blah.
Blah.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, wow. Wow.
Noob.
Jeez.
Japan.
Yeah.
And that still didn't kill him.
Pick up
no.
Pick up that magic.
Oh, yeah, to your left.
That magic.
He throws me? I've never seen that. He does not have that in the Genesis version. That is crazy. Wow. Just duffs me with a shield.
What a weird sound.
Yeah. Oh, you got him.
There we
This
go.
guy seems harder to fight in the arcade version. Oh, stupid elves. Well, I call 2 of them, although there's way more than 2 to be had. There.
Yeah, you lost some magic there.
I lost the one.
There we
that
go.
I had.
Yeah, I mean, the elves always take some from you in
Yeah.
the beginning, which is why you're fighting in the first place. Oh, now what? We have come in close vicinity of the castle, but the way is packed by enemy lines. We must dare the Fiend's Path to reach the castle.
The friends, I mean...
I really love how you just walk in and just throw the guy across the court.
It always reminded me of Montel Williams.
Take that. That's so... I didn't kill any of them. I'm so good at this. Well, my attack was never the best. Jeez, this is gonna like haunt my dreams. Oh, this is the level I always remember.
Yeah.
The eagle.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wait, are we on an eagle?
Look around you.
And this is supposed to remind
and
you
the skeleton
of,
came out of the eagle?
You know what? You're right. Careful the dash.
It's supposed to remind you of Jason of the Argonauts.
Yeah, I can see that. Wow. That's a horrible shriek. Ah, jeez.
Yeah, I'll just get both of you.
No, seriously, thanks for that, because that combo of his would have kept going. Jeez. I think like 2 of them come out here. Like, there's a part where 2 of them come out at once. Ow. Yeah, that combo goes on for ages.
Ow.
Come on with this.
I love those sound effects.
Yeah.
So good. Final fight.
Here we go. Ugh.
When skeletons die.
Yeah. Alright, we should get 1 around here. Oh no, this is where I think like 2. Oh yeah. Haha. Oh, look at the Sakura
Oh,
floating.
yeah, they're so much stronger. Quicker.
Yep.
Are these like shadow versions of enemies?
Pretty much. We've seen every enemy in the game. Like,
Okay.
yeah, they're
Except for Death Adder.
well, of course, but they're color swapped.
Swiped.
Oh, come on, I was hitting him first. Wow, this guy hit me and immediately rushed to you. These guys don't waste time.
I like how the character portraits at the bottom kind of look like crash dummies.
Jeez, every time.
It's such a long, drawn-out scream.
Yeah, he's like, oh god!
Yeah, it's almost a Wilhelm.
It's pretty brutal. Oh no! Yeah, like 3 enemies in Golden Axe is like is a real problem. Like
Three
with
enemies where 2 of them are skeletons.
yeah, like with a lot of games, they need to swarm you, not Golden Axe.
This is where it got a lot of your wallet share.
Yeah. But again, the Genesis version is way easier. At least as far as enemies are concerned.
There's very limited continues, though.
Yeah, that's true. Another skeleton comes out? Get out of here. And now I'm dead. It just keeps wailing on me.
Like Smithers?
Yes. A wailing. Ugh. Oh no! You know, I never really done my jump attack. Ah! I can swing as many as I want. I love how you shoulder ram a skeleton with a sword and a shield.
Yeah.
That's not the
How do you even stab one of those effectively?
right? And there's dragons that you have to use blunt objects. Go for that. Magic. No, I'm good.
There's a fire on top of the flying.
Yeah, wait. Also, it's the tiniest campfire in the world. It's like not even up to my ankle.
Well, you gotta think they're like burning like pieces of feather.
The
or
Fiend's
something.
path was a great eagle. We are taken across the skies of the castle. Now the final battle begins. We took a really roundabout path, didn't we?
Yeah, we could have just gone right straight to the castle.
Yeah, shortcut my ass.
Great eagle.
Yeah, this is the part of the level I remember with the eagle. Also, finally, I got to jump on a skeleton. Take that.
And I need to watch Conan the Barbarian again. Conan the Librarian.
And if you will not help me, look at then to hell with you. But look at the eye.
Yeah.
This
Don't
all
you
this
know
all.
the Dewey Decimal System?
Yeah, Conan the Librarian. That's how you do it.
I actually didn't see the remake. I'm curious.
There. But yeah, the eye does not move in the Genesis version.
Oh, cool. It's a nice little effect.
Yeah, it is.
It shows that they care.
Ow.
It shows that they probably have very hard time getting things in their eye.
Gotcha. Haha.
Nice.
Look at that strategy. Those cool moves.
You are the master of moves.
Yeah. All right. God.
The way that like Tyrus swings her sword, it's weird.
That is pretty clunky, yeah. Yeah, look at that. We got the knight now. Yeah. Oh no! For these guys, I always use dash attacks if I don't have the mouse. You are lucky in that you have. Okay.
I had them out.
Wow, he intercepted my dash? I'm waiting for one of these guys to get on the dragon.
They kind of like dash.
I don't think they can.
Dash Rendar.
I think the bigger enemies.
No, they can't. But like, ugh.
Remember Dash Rendar?
I do.
Oh my god.
In a Star Wars game, I really enjoy.
One of the best Star Wars characters.
One of the best.
After Kyle Katarn.
Kyle Katarn's amazing.
Katarn's badass.
He ended up being like the most badass Jedi like, in
Yeah.
the story until they decided to.
Like write him out.
Well,
Really?
Extended universe is all like.
Yeah, the whole
Oh,
universe is
yeah,
gone
yeah.
now. But Kyle Katarn was able to wield the light and the dark side.
Ah, that's right. This guy's
Play
such a
Jedi
pain.
Knight 2 or Jedi Knight.
Jedi Knight is good. Jedi
Dark
Knight 2
Forces
is
2?
eh.
Wait, Dark Forces
Yeah,
2?
Dark Forces 2,
Forces
Jedi
2
Knight.
Jedi Knight.
Dark Forces 2 is awesome.
Like Dark Forces 1 and 2 are good, and then the Jedi Academy ones are okay.
There's some
Like
more credits
Outcast,
for it.
I think was the last one.
Outcast, yeah. I played
Like
Outcast
the
in 2.
singer?
Yes.
I never played the first Dark
Taking like
Forces.
Polaroid pictures.
Oh, you got him. And look, the level isn't even over.
I know.
That's okay, though. It almost is. Oh, here. All for you.
Snakes.
All for you.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Oh, this wasn't in the original. He came out of the door instead of was just lying there. Oh, that's badass.
We'll eat whatever's lying around.
Yeah. Bo, look at the size of that axe.
Yeah.
That axe.
I think that is the golden axe.
It looks. Yeah, it
Oh,
looks more
man.
bronze.
Oh, look at that!
to
He's
me.
forming.
He's made out of snakes. He's a
Dude, that's
he's an adder.
awesome!
Death adder.
Yeah.
Ah.
How about that?
Whoa! I just threw the hammer, brother.
Yup. And yeah, that wasn't in the Genesis version. Again, he just came out of the door with like little fanfare.
You can magic these guys.
Oh, that's right. Here it comes.
Nuke.
Wait, this is the final boss, right? It has to be.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, watch this ultra magic. You've never seen. Oh crap. Jump. Want to see awesomeness?
Look at
What?
that. Kind of do something similar to that in the second one.
Yeah, it's so good. That skeleton is done. This music's great. And this guy hits hard, and he didn't do it this time, but he will knock you out when you're down. It's a real pain in the ass.
I have a feeling this game would be like nearly impossible. Very much of a quarter muncher.
Look at that! I'm just
playing
duffing
multiplayer.
death at her. Yeah, this game's definitely a quarter muncher at this point, and especially this boss is hard. Also, by the way, don't worry too much about the skeletons because
They come back?
yeah,
I think they just add more.
Okay.
yeah, either that in the Genesis version they just like don't die. Like I don't think
They
they're.
do die, but
It takes forever.
Extremely long time.
Yeah, they have like a really disproportionate amount of health. So
look
if-
at the king and the queen up there.
Yeah, they're just chilling. I think it's the princess
Are they
actually.
chilling or are they hanging?
Yeah, they're hanging out.
Hanging
Ha!
with Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Yeah, oh, did you see that? Did you see that like shadowy effect when the skeleton swung? Like he had that like after image thing going for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
The shadow guys do that too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. Well, I'm dead.
No, you're not well.
I got better. Ow. He still hasn't broken out his ultimate attack. Oh, when you die, they give you one little magic potion. That's better than nothing.
I think you should use it because like you're not gonna get any more.
Yeah,
Than that.
let's look at my crappy magic.
Yeah, not
That's
nearly
pretty
as-
crappy magic. Let's see yours.
Just throws a little stone at him.
Yeah, he throws the magic jar. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Wow!
Wait. Oh!
I like how
That
the whole
blood.
game was not bloody until the very end.
Yeah. I wish I killed him closer to the
Bloody
center of the
hell.
screen.
It's just hanging upside down.
Yeah, what a jerk. She got to land on her feet though. Good for her.
Prince Valiant.
Yep.
Come.
Where have you been? Congratulations! I hope that's all it says.
Finn.
Wait,
There's no
that
sharks?
really is all it says?
There's no sharks.
Yeah, not even one fit. Oh, I remember this.
Opa.
Yep, and
From Fantasy Zone.
Last Survivor. This is the stupidest ending ever, but I love it.
So it was all a game.
You'll notice.
But not only that, it was all real from the game.
Also, you'll notice a Space Harrier cabinet in the bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
Yup. Oh, Sega. Look at that.
Survivor.
Will stop them. How good is that? And wait,
I wonder if it because
Look-
we played as two players, those two people that came out first, and then the other player comes out
Sokorai
later.
Sweat. I think that's like.
Oh, Hokari Sweat.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's like a drink.
Drink, yeah.
Uchida
Video game Doi Doi.
Uchida Plum. Samoyoyoi Kuri Kuri. I don't know what that means. I love that though. We're just chasing them down like the real streets. This is terrible for everybody. Like the
Derpy music.
yeah, I know. Gilius doesn't even get to get off the screen. Sorry, loser, you're frozen there.
So in the Genesis version, this doesn't happen. It just plays it straight.
Yeah, I'll show that clip after this. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
My strength was 42.
My strength was 40.
Yeah, look at that. Oh no, I didn't get an A++++. Oh man.
That's kind of ridiculous. This is like how
this game nothing. This
it's like
game
your
is so
accuracy,
demanding.
like how
I
off,
guess.
how, like how many hits you take and how many
Maybe.
But
But there you go. That's Golden Axe.
And we didn't use drugs.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did not use
we
drugs.
did not need to take any steroids to beat this game.
We used magic. But overall, this
the
was
magic is natural.
You can't prove
It's true.
that we're not using drugs.
yeah. So overall, 1989, but like really awesome game. It still holds up today.
Nice.
Well, we did it. We beat Golden Axe 1 the arcade. This game was freaking amazing.
Love that ending.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
I just love the ramifications of this. Like, that implies that in the real world somewhere, these guys are just running around, and even if the main characters take care of them, what then? They're just walking around not knowing what to do in 20th century Japan.
I wish they made a
Alright.
sequel that extended from that ending.
Yeah, like let's have all those barbarians and stuff, like kind of like in Masters of the Universe. You ever see that, like with Dolph
Some.
Lundgren playing He-Man?
Yes.
It's good stuff.
Freaking weird.
Yeah.
But this game really takes me back. I always played the Genesis version, of course. It wasn't until only a couple of years ago that I actually played the real arcade version of the game.
Arcade version's better.
Yeah, while the Genesis version has an extra couple of levels, the arcade version is better on a technical level. The sound's a little better, the graphics are certainly better, and the characters and enemies even have more animations. Like when you're on the beasts, they have that sort of diagonal direction they're facing when they move up and down the screen, whereas they stay left and right entirely, like
I never noticed
2D
that.
in the console. Well, I don't think you saw the console version, but if you put them back to back, it becomes more obvious.
The,
Okay.
the digitized voices are a lot better too.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like Altered Beasts Rise from Your Grave. Like, I'm more used to the bad sounding one, even though like
just because you played it.
I have a fondness for it, even though it's like objectively lower quality. So that's kind of amusing. Also, when you kill Death Adder, that's the one bit of straight violence like in the game, the only bit of blood in there. In the console versions, any of them I've actually compared, the axe still flies in the air.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the axe still lands in his chest, but there's no blood. But yes, he disappears.
Gotcha.
And there are other little things, like the eagle's eye moves around and the turtle's eye moves around, whereas the console version it doesn't. But the console ports are still very faithful to the original and well worth playing. I highly recommend you look into them if you get the chance. They're available on several platforms. There's the Genesis version, of course.
Virtual Console.
Yeah, there's the Virtual Console. There's the Sega CD version, which is not quite as good.
No, you don't want that one.
With, you know what?
It doesn't even have 2-player mode.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But
Stupid.
You know what it is with the Sega CD version that honestly bothers me more than that is the music. The music's actually really high quality, but unlike every single other version I've seen, when a track ends, I mean, you know, it loops.
Yeah.
But with the Sega CD version, it fades out. There's a couple beats of pure silence, and then it comes back. It's really jarring.
Yeah,
and it's really jarring in the credit sequence when you're not doing anything to contribute your own sound effects. So the music just stops and then comes back. It's like, there's also, do you know anything about this? The PC Engine version? I heard it wasn't very good.
PC Engine version's not good. It's probably the worst version that I can think of, other than
the
maybe
PS2 version.
Well, there's that's even worse. Yeah, you're right.
That faux 3D look.
Yeah, I mean, PC Engine Sega ports were never really any good. Unfortunately. Except for Game Ground, that version of Game Ground is excellent.
Alright, I think I've heard the title of that one before.
Yeah, it's like an overhead,
okay.
like, run and shooter.
Sure.
But it's really good. But it just don't bother with a lot of the other versions. The Genesis one that's worth it. The PS2, like, 3D remake kind of is not... Yeah. It's not good at all. If you want something kind of like that, there's the version of the PS2 version of Dynamite Deca or Die Hard Arcade. Actually has some costumes you can wear for Golden Axe.
That's awesome.
And it's pretty awesome. And you can fight as Axe Battler and Tyrus Flare.
Oh, you know, I will say one thing though in favor of the Sega CD version. While the music is of course jarring and it only supports one player, the gameplay is just as good as it ever was, and the final boss is actually pretty easy. I didn't have much trouble with it, probably because it's one player only. Because the Genesis version will tear you apart if you're playing single player. It's ridiculous. Sega CD version, not so bad, actually.
Yeah, I think the Xbox Live Arcade version is the arcade one.
Nice.
But there is also a Sega Vintage collection on the 360 that has the Genesis versions of all 3 of the Genesis games.
Okay.
So that's really good.
And I will say one last thing about all of the console versions is, like I said, they're not the arcade version. They're not going to look quite as beautiful, although they still look great. But I'll show you this in a separate video. The console versions actually have a beginner's mode, which I'll give you a little taste of what the end of that is like, and 2 extra levels. After you beat Death Adder, you actually go into the door he came out of, and you play the last area of the game. So the level 7 is the next dungeon, and level 8 is, I think, nothing but the final boss. It's pretty interesting. So I'll give you a little taste of that later. So overall, I mean, this was your first time with the game. What'd you think of Golden Axe?
It was good. I mean, like, I've played a lot of beat-em-ups in the past, and this showed me kind of where they...
Yeah, it's not one of the smoothest ones.
It's not one of the first, but it's still...
Yeah, like it's one of those things where some beat-em-ups, you can still play it every day, right now. This one, maybe not quite that level, but it holds up. Like it's competent. You're not like, how did I play this as a kid? Like, there's definitely better out there, but this is still fun.
It also kind of started the barbarian kind of offshoot of beat-em-ups. I mean, they're like Dungeons and Dragons kind of like stems from that, so it's like a genre type.
And what I also like about Golden Axe 1 is that it's the kind of thing you could just rip off your shelf and play and beat it right now. Like, we took care of this game in, like, what, 25 minutes? It's not a big deal.
It's not that long.
Like, you know what? I could go for a beat-em-up. Just play through the whole thing. So it's really good for a sort of casual beat-em-up, because there are other beat-em-ups out there that take considerably longer. Like, even some of the sequels go on for considerably longer. Because, again, this is an arcade port. Arcades are not meant to take forever. They're meant to take your money.
They're meant to take your money.
So there's only so much content to be had. So it's actually kind of interesting in how that works, because there's little content, it doesn't wear out its welcome, and they have all the good stuff in there at the same time. There's no real padding to the game, which is kind of nice. So, that was Golden Axe 1. Overall, a really good time. At some point, we'll tackle Golden Axe 2 and see where the series picks off. Not from the joke ending, though. It plays it more seriously. Yeah, I wanted to see Canonical running around Japan as a barbarian. Too bad.
Yeah.
Although the same characters do come back. So more on that later. But for now, until next time, everyone.
Bye.
Catch it.